Tactical Task Force.
A tactical task force of wind-up merchants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mind Illusion, where we're a tactical task force playing Dungeons and Dragons. Couple of announcements tonight. We've got a couple of things to go through. First of all, we're going to start with our sponsor for tonight, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Join the Assassin's Creed community with the new game coming out in due course, where we take place with this action role-playing game on its 12th major installment of the franchise of Assassin's Creed series, principally set in the years of the 9th century. The game recounts the fictional story during the Viking expansions into Britain. So this is pre-Battle of Hastings. Check out Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and we'll see a couple of notes and stuff coming up throughout the stream today on the chat menus and also on down here. There we go. Also, we've got another sponsor. We've got InStreamly. Join InStreamly. If you're a streamer that is looking for partnerships to be presented to you, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you should join InStreamly UK, and just by going to instreamly.com. That's obviously https // InStreamly. So INSTREAMLY.com. Sign in with your Twitch or your YouTube accounts, and then have a look to see what they have running. You'll see pre-order things come up, like previously we've had a few things running on. We had the Invar sponsorship going on. We also had Pride Month. We had the Ukraine things also happening as well for the sponsorships for that. So definitely check them out. It can get you on board with many other things as well. Also, check out our Genki browser extension on our Twitch page. Down below, we've got a couple of panels here. One is our Genki link to download the Genki app, which allows you to support us through getting discounts and providing us commission-based income from that purchase that you pay for without spending additional money yourself. You also have our merch store and also our Discord community. Preview, check them all out. Lorna, what's happening with MS Society?
Right now on MS Society, there isn't really a lot going on in terms of fundraising events. Latest update's been regarding new trials that are opening around hospitals in the UK to potentially try out a new form of treatment. Now, I'm gonna butcher the scientific name of this, so I'm just gonna give the simplified name. They're looking into stem cell transplantation, a specific type called HSCT, to try and repair some of the damage that MS actually causes. So hopefully those trial runs will mean that they've actually invented a defucculator to repair the damage that my fucked up brain will have. Not saying that I'm going for this, but hopefully it paves a step forward, and all that's possible with donations and fundraising that you guys do to help fund this research and these trials. So just your usual your disclaimer, not every person that has MS will have the exact same symptoms, and symptoms can kind of come and go. Like, for example, I'm wearing my specs because my eyes are starting to go for today, but half of the time on stream you don't see me wearing them. And the reason why I look as though I'm getting ready to go into combat with the freaking Navi right now with a tank top is because I'm fucking roasting. It's -5 degrees outside and I'm boiling. So, yeah. Last week I was like a freaking Eskimo. I couldn't get heat in me. Today it's like, oh my god. I don't know whether this is AMS or whether this is the fucking menopause coming. I don't know. But either way, do your research. If you're not sure how to help somebody that you know that's impacted by MS, just ask them. There's no such thing as a stupid question. If you just you want to help, ask how you can help. Help looks different for every individual. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Yeah, for more information, check out mssociety.org.uk, and if you'd be so kind, please donate a wee bit of a fan in the Twitch chat. Just try and cool me down. nice cold drink or something.
Actual brain
Actually,
surgery.
Hmm?
Actual brain surgery.
I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that's brain surgery to get the stem cells where they need to be. Keeping in mind
Grow
though,
a new brain.
keeping in mind though the way MS works, lesions can occur on the brain as well as on the spinal cord. So it's the entire nervous system that impacts. So it could potentially be brain surgery depending on the individual patient. Like all my lesions are located in my brain, but in about 5-10 years time there may be one like on my spine somewhere. We don't know. So again, gonna vary from person to person.
Awesome. You also have another announcement, don't you?
Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, I regrettably announce that due to the public bank holidays next week, we have elected by force, because old Ebenezer over there is not happy about it because we don't get to do a mega stream next week. We've elected that we're going to have Boxing Day off from doing D&D. So yeah, no D&D next week, unfortunately. So Mantra, everybody, like all the gang are going to have a week off, and we are kind of on the fence about whether or not to do a mega stream on the 2nd of January. It will depend on everybody's availability, but the good DM Lima will eventually confirm once we know what everybody's plan is, because while most people have their plans locked down for Christmas, Hogmanay is a different story half of the time. Usually depends on how hungover we are, the Scots. And Justin's laughing because he knows how well I've called him out.
No, I'm laughing at a message that I just saw.
Fair enough. I just thought I had twigged on your plans, doing should old acquaintances be forgotten, then waking up at 3 in the afternoon the following day going, where's the Lucasade? I can't see.
Well then,
No, I'm just being cheeky on Discord.
you are. I can see you too. Well then, I guess it's time for us to jump into the next session of Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo! If I remember correctly, we were getting a long rest before we decided to go whatever the fuck we're doing.
Well, that's the thing. We're about to go through the recap to see what happened. So, the party arrived at the Illuminaries Tavern called the Pink Unicorn, the home, away from home, of one Mantra Drake Fairy Luminary. Upon returning, scores of refugees take up refuge in the tavern itself, somewhat suffering from a form of sickness, unable to keep their force down, throwing fevers, and in some cases, in one individual decided to cough up his whole stomach in a black liquid form. Gruesome and decided to burn the body. The party also met up with the people who were bit of beard in my mouth there. Met up with the people running the tavern in Mandra's stead, and became aware of a current occupation going on at the Illuminary estate itself, the actual home of Mantra. before anything was done to investigate that, Isine returned home to the tavern, albeit with a wound, being followed by some cultist friends we haven't been around for quite some time around. The Balllight Covenant has returned to the front of the scene again. After, I say a quick dispatch of 2 of the enemies, the third one fled and,
Made me
duped
fucking
the
blind.
entire party, head upstairs and, cause some severe damage to some people, and including the tavern itself. After an exhausting effort to try and put out the fire, the party vowed to decide to deal with the cultists that remain holed up at the estate itself, but there also being the pressing issue of the sickness that seems to be stemming from the water of the nearby river that's used to basically provide clean water to the tavern itself. So with a enemy foothold inside one establishment and another slowly killing the people nearby, the party must then now decide, after being exhausted from their efforts to try and stem the fire, with Nice's return to cure Mantra's ravaged age that she ended up having.
30 days left to live.
Yep, thankfully she did not spend one of those 30 days. She herself, Mantra, is, for lack of better, still an old grumpy cat, just not an elderly one. So,
That's accurate.
where we left off was, everybody's exhausted, trying to spend a good part of the next couple hours tirelessly without letting up, trying to put out the fire, and everybody gained a point of exhaustion in that effort. But everybody's alive, with a few scrapes and cuts, burns, and some sore joints from carrying water from the nearby river, albeit exposing the entire tavern to a potentially tainted and poisoned water. So, what y'all doing?
Time to sleep. No?
I know for a fact I want to sleep.
You
I
should
just very
sleep.
casually turn to Mantra and go, so,
Oh.
does that mean that you've been lying by your age this whole time then?
What do you mean?
Like, if you were meant to die in like a month and you didn't, does that mean that you've just used one of your other 9 lives?
Contrary to popular belief, Tabaxi don't actually have 9 lives.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
that
so-
one.
I'm still very fucking pissed off at that spell. It made me weak.
Yeah, and you could see how you look when you get old.
Horrible.
Mhm.
You said that, not me. Sorry. Wasn't
I
me.
mean, just purely because I'm a little bit confused and I'm thinking maybe we should both invest in some good, like, your skin or fur care, like, just to kind of try and
Yeah,
prevent
maybe I
that.
should, but at this moment, that's the least of my priorities.
Mhm.
So when I do eventually get old, my original plan was to grow old with someone that I cared about, someone who cared about me. At this very moment in time, I was not intending to grow old.
I mean, in fairness, I think, like, now you've seen a glimpse of what you're potentially going to look like when you grow old. Now's a good time to intervene. So, might be best if...
What, are you trying to be some form of advert? Is this your goblin form trying to speak it up?
No,
I know
no,
it
no.
might be a little bit racist, but...
I mean,
Face
to
the
be
queen
fair-
now.
to be fair, like, I wasn't exactly, like, looking my best in my goblin form either. I'm just thinking, maybe, like, y'all, once we've settled, like, y'all, all this mess going on, maybe we should, invest in a good face mask or something.
And you said you're
What?
looking good right now, or
I said I wasn't looking good. Just... Hold on a minute.
However, you're around some guys and they don't like to give compliments. So the best way of of working around this is don't call yourself or don't imply that you're deserving of a compliment, so they don't give you the opposite.
Or I'll
Yes.
Fair enough.
to be Van Zandt.
Yeah,
See?
that's it.
Well, Van Zandt is also just a cunt. But aside from that,
yeah, but a
Yeah.
lovely cunt, isn't he?
Yeah, lovely cunt with very smooth
I
skin.
preferred my wife's.
Ah, well.
Actually, now
Yes.
that I think about it, Van Zandt is the most youthful looking one out of the lot of us, since we can't really verify Fallon's age. I wonder if there's something about this whole like y'all slaying dragons thing that may actually work with like your his physical
Well,
appearance.
I think Van Zandt is just inexperienced and young himself. He is human.
Yeah, but you have to.
That. He does have a scar on his face.
Yeah, but
I would
beyond that,
actually reckon he's similar ages to what I'm supposed to be when not under that hideous spell.
True.
still, nevertheless, I think we try some dragon blood on my face instead of like your wolf drool. See if that helps, like your maintain a youthful appearance.
I bathe in the blood of dragons.
Reminds me of
Is that like
some
just exclusively the
supposed-
blood of dragons, or just a couple of drops into the bath?
Exclusively.
That explains like you're the healthy glow about you, I suppose.
Yeah.
Van Zandt,
Yes?
what year of Austral were you born?
I'm 21.
So what you're trying to say is you can't mention a 4-digit number.
No, it's difficult for me.
So you're about
keep my-
12. Cool.
Yes. I keep my numbers two digits. It's easier for people like you to understand. That's why I use 2-digit
You
numbers.
see, I was born on the well, this one I was told. I can't verify it because I was too young, but 9,872nd year of Austral.
So how old are you?
In layman's terms, quite close to your age.
I know it's difficult, 2 numbers, but please try.
Well, you wouldn't understand.
Yes, I do. Understand 2 number digits.
That's when you don't even know when the 20th of Natal is.
I don't care about dates. I care
And
about
now-
presents.
You just know my birthday.
Have to make sure we get you a cake.
Cake. It's a cat weed.
I wouldn't say no to cake, but no, I was not expecting.
Cake.
Lima, out of just for sheer shits and giggles, can I roll something to see if Farron can remember what age he is?
1,335,000.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Well, after hearing a year of Mantra's birth, he's like, that's in the future. Wait.
No.
Would I be able to use my knowledge from the past
It's your
along
knowledge.
with this?
That's up to you. You decide what you want to do here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I don't know if it wouldn't make sense or not, but fuck it. Okay. It's 19 on that. It was 5 on that, so 24 there. 24 with history, so 28.
Wait, you got a good idea how old you are. You're probably not off, but not from between then and now. you're still quite fuzzy on that number as it is, because you don't know how long you've been away for.
Yeah. So I would know roughly what age I was before the kind of missing time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't remember when you were born?
Ollie, how old are you?
109ish.
3-digit number. My God.
Well, I'm an elf. What do you expect? They normally
You realize my wife was over 100 years old as well.
I wanted to say something, but Van Zandt is keeping his mouth closed right now.
Probably the smartest
Have an
idea you've had
inspiration
in a
point.
while.
Another one. Third point.
Yeah.
So
dirty
yes,
bastard.
I don't know about yours. I'm slightly tired after all of what happened and putting out that fire.
Yeah, probably your age.
Think a vest would be good, but do we have any way of providing water to everyone?
Well, didn't Nice come back with resources, water,
Yeah.
and such?
She
If I
brought
remember correctly.
back water skins,
Yeah.
but
That should be able to last us until we rest, and I happen to have a staff that I can create water as long as I spend some time with it while we rest.
Well, I can create any liquid.
How much?
It's a cantrip, so I can make it till I drop it if I study for it first.
So yeah, you need to do what I do basically.
Yes. I can make a hogshead. Contains 12 bottles worth of stuff. Cummies.
That's when I see how many times I can make people buckle on Discord.
Gummies. Gummies.
I'm sorry, but
Oh, you don't know? It's okay. That's nice.
if that's a new kind of sweetie, then that'll help me kind of manage in between Sundays.
Man juice.
Yes. That's another name for it.
Yeah, so for context behind the scenes, as he was talking, because it was out of character for Mantra, I went, and before he creates cummies as a liquid.
I can create a lot of liquid. Bad kitty cat. Bad kitty cat, actually.
just to mention, I
Yes.
don't recognise that cantrip. I think that's been added by Justin in error. Because some of your stuff has been added to the campaign.
That's weird.
Yeah. There's a few things that's showing off, because if you look at the feats, there's a few weird things in there as well.
Yeah, no, I know there's a few weird feats shown there because of me, but
I thought that was a spell.
It's not showing up on the D&D spell list.
what spell did you say, Dim?
It's create any liquid. And I felt that was quite
Create.
extremely powerful, considering creating
It's a cantrip.
water is a 3rd level spell.
Yep.
Conjuration cantrip.
That's because of me. I'm gonna refresh. It should show that it's not there anymore.
No, it's here. It stays here. No.
It was a homebrew thing that I found a while ago that I was doing for a different campaign. That's
Yes.
not to do with this.
Yeah, I think
No
you're
problem,
sharing into the
Stacy.
campaign.
Oh.
No, it stays here. It's
So
good.
is that...
I still can create liquids.
Isn't that one that Kifmia has as well in the other campaign?
Oh dear.
Create any liquids? Yeah.
I didn't know it showed that shit as well.
Let's go double check to see what the sharing things are saying here, because for some reason you might be sharing your stuff.
It's gone.
Content management.
It's
I'll-
gone.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screenshot of all the spells that I've found that are homebrew, and I'll put them in a Discord channel for us, so that way you know not to touch those shit.
Well, I can't make water
Yeah.
anymore.
I just checked, and Kithmia does have that spell. So, cool.
Well, that there will be up to the Luna if that she'll allow that as part of the campaign or not.
Wait, what?
I don't know
That's
how
up
to.
me.
I don't know how to stop your homebrew stuff coming on.
I didn't know it showed. I knew
Yeah, it
it
was a bit
showed some of the
surprising.
feet stuff, but I don't know either.
Else, so I
Creating
read
liquid is
wrong.
exceptionally overpowered.
I can't create any
It
liquid.
Because
does
creating
say the
liquid-
time is mental.
It's supposed to. Because creating fluids is a 3rd level spell.
Or have a magic jug.
Yep, or the magic jug that's sitting with Tetsu at the moment.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep, it's sitting with alcoholic.
That's
Yeah, because I was picturing Tetsu's magic jug to like be one of those moonshine jugs that
Let's-
you used to see with like the.
let's go back to the
Xbox on them.
session now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to the session.
I'm still in the session.
So, niece, is there any chance you can try and find Tetsu? He has some flask that can conjure some water on demand that will be clean.
She just puts it in the bucket and
Well, I can
It won't be
purify.
enough for everyone, but it might help.
I can purify.
Along
food
with,
and drink.
yeah, you can purify it, but how much can you purify before you get tired?
I can purify five foot
Glasses.
radius sphere.
there's still a lot
So
of
we
water,
get
and that's
lots.
per cast. So
Yeah. So if we get lots of buckets together, Van Zandt purifies it, and then
Yes.
that way we can sleep tonight. People aren't going to get any worse. We can work on getting them better. Niece, you could hopefully go back to where you went or somewhere else with plants that you can go to and find people that can try and restore some of these ill people here.
I can purify
Maybe maybe the presence of Van Zand's might help some people be motivated to get over their afflictions. And with that, maybe some other paladins could come. I've heard a lot of paladins can be quite inspiring when they're right next to you.
Yeah.
So we could try and invite more paladins from one of the cities. What else am I trying to think? I'm trying to arrange everything so that this tavern can flourish again, or not even flourish, just be a place where people can actually survive and not worry for their life on a constant basis.
Well, I can
So-
purify 45.
I can create water and create 10 gallons of water, and I can probably create a lot of water that's good for drinking. I think that'll be easier.
I can do
That's
it.
good.
We've got barrels, right?
I think
We
that
just
would be
fill
the
the
best way.
barrels.
We have lots of barrels from beer downstairs, so we could fill them with water, clean them out. I'll use prestidigitation to clean them as much as I can, and then we can fill these with water that we know is pure and clean.
I'll just go sit in the backyard since I'm not needed anymore.
I mean, we do need to get to the source
And
of what's
she
like,
takes your
turning
hand
the
for a second
water.
as you go
Van
away.
Zandt,
Says,
sit next to ill people.
There's going to be plenty of barrels to fill.
Yeah.
People are scary.
You're-
That stuff.
You're not scared of dragons. You're not scared of undead. You're scared of ill people. That makes
He's
complete
scared
sense.
of
Someone
fighting.
who's immune to
he's scared of
disease.
fighting.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
I think Van Zandt is scared of fighting internal enemies as opposed to big enemies that you can see.
I want to
You
see
can't
stuff.
see an affliction.
In the end, you can.
Yeah, when it
In the
comes out
end.
your comes out your mouth and it looks like the black goo that we saw earlier.
Then I can stab it with my sword. But that's not good.
Not if you throw it up.
Alpha 4, what are you up to?
I can still stab it.
I'm thinking that we go and we figure out what's poisoning the water source, but I'm also aware that
It's late.
I got my ass handed. Yeah, I was going to say I had my ass handed to me, so I'm thinking. So any chance that I could just like go bunker down like in the cellar or something?
We have lots of random small nooks and crannies that you can sleep in, including. I'm not entirely sure why it wasn't used when the tavern's so over capacity, but the meeting room office that we were in.
Yeah,
It's
good
a good
point
place where
actually.
we can bunker down.
Yeah, I
There's
was
even
just
a
thinking-
toilet specific for that meeting room.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure whether or not we were giving up that space for casualties in case like that was more comfortable for them. But if we're good to take that room, then yeah, I think probably best thing was to settle down for the evening and then pick this up
You mean
in the
this
morning.
room?
Yeah, you know what I mean, okay? I've had a couple of knocks to the noggin.
Well, we can tell.
In the meantime, let's make this place a bit more secure. And she twirls her staff and she begins casting Druid Grove. And all of a sudden you see this layer of fog begin to form around the tavern.
I know the spell.
See, as a wee thing, see if I was to look up the hill towards where Mantra's estate is, can you see smoke coming from the chimneys?
Make a perception check.
It has to be on top of a hill, of course.
Well, you have to look down upon all of the peasants.
I'll say you get good vantage points.
And you want my help clearing up that place? Talking about peasants in that manner? A lot of gold has to be shuffled this way.
So that's 25.
25. So, peeking through the trees, with using the river's guidance as it goes up and it swoops around, giving the estate itself a wide berth. You don't see a smokestack coming from the chimney. There seems to be nothing at all, and no light source that you can see that's emanating through the daylight that's still showing at the moment.
Okay. From what I can tell, looking up at my estate,
House.
well, yes, the estate includes the land. I was trying to see if there was any movement outside the house, outside of the manor.
Seen anything?
I, surprisingly, based on the fact that they're saying it's currently taken over and used, I don't actually see any smoke coming from the chimneys or light from the windows, which suggests to me they're trying to keep a low profile or ambush.
Are they really that stupid that they won't figure out that we know that they are there? They're just not obvious there, but we know they're there. So
I don't fucking know. I mean, like, I had assumed that we would be using some of that tavern in the event of, like, you know, this, gesturing to outside. Like,
well,
you can't normally plan for undead taking over entire areas.
maybe.
Wasn't in my financial forecast.
Yeah.
While they're all doing that, what are they doing with the people that perished due to the big fireball?
Flame strike.
In the water.
What?
The flame strike.
Whatever it was, I wasn't in the room.
Their
to see
bodies
it,
are already
so-
burnt to crisp. Some of them being removed and buried. Charred remains. Some other people, fresh corpses, being put onto some of the smouldering fire. And it's still stacked out outside and in the, for lack of a better term, a courtyard.
It's better not throw them in the water.
To which, at that point, as you happen to look at that, you actually spot Talia walking towards you. We lost 2 more.
Okay.
That sickness, whatever it is, it's clean tumor. One of them also seemed to have lost his stomach. That's the best way I could describe it without being too gruesome. I've never seen something like that before. That does that to somebody's insides. When I've took an opportunity to look into the other person, his stomach is also almost as gone.
Yeah.
It's as if the water is just rotting their insides.
Yeah.
Stop drinking it.
What we have is Anisis just filled up a couple of barrels.
There'll be a clean water source pretty soon. Just we need to rest first. And afterwards, we're more than likely going to try and deal with the water situation ourselves.
Yes. We do. Probably.
Or at least we're going to give her our best fucking try.
Maybe. Yes. Definitely.
I mean, we can't exactly put a wanted poster on a notice board these days, looking around.
We just follow the stream and see where it goes. Upstream, that is, not downstream.
Okay.
Because water flows like this.
Yeah.
And I gesture towards a notice board that you can see has some, like, maybe more trivial jobs on it. And if you're looking close, you'll see one thing. It's like looking for someone that can help. Have to be strong enough to lift a cart while they do some work on it, and like really, really trivial tasks that require someone that's really strong.
Hey, Vanzad, this job looks like it's perfect for you. To be a simple tool.
Yes. I love hard work, so where is it?
Or to clear a field.
All of a sudden you see these spikes all of a sudden go right out of the ground near the bridge. You can just see her literally still channeling that ritual.
She's
And
taking
then
her
all of a
time.
sudden, wind gusting. She begins to...
Yeah, because I know I asked that before it finished so that I could quickly glance before it was covered by the things.
Yes.
Always trap the
Yeah.
entrance.
Sleep now, or
Yeah.
Oh, mantra. About 130 gallons of water in your barrels for you. Plus a few rounds of
Oh,
spells.
thank you.
Just keep them away from any
Hopefully that,
sick people and obviously the water itself.
yeah, hopefully that helps people recover a little bit.
yes. Let's hope so.
And she just begins putting the final touches on the spell, and she finishes her ritual, and all of a sudden, the outside completely disappears from view.
Cool. So, sleep now? Yes.
That's very direct, Van Zandt, but I believe we could go to sleep.
Yes.
I'm taking that chair. That's mine. Sorry.
Talia,
Yeah.
someone said you were doing a forbidden spell to protect this place. What's that?
Forbiddance. Yeah, any undead comes in here. It's quite spectacular. It's been a while. They've gave us a wide berth now. But literally, just see a corpse explode. It's beautiful.
Oh, I heard it as a forbidden spell as opposed to
No, forbiddance.
Forbidding them. Yeah.
Also, you can't.
The bodies, they vaporize or they just explode?
Explode in holy fire.
But there are still remains
In pieces.
that go into the river.
No. In general, just disintegrate.
Ah, so nothing stays from it. Okay. Fun. Like to see it one time. Maybe we can capture an undead and throw it in there. Sounds like fun.
I mean, you can always just watch from the windows, see if we get lucky with spotting another one.
Maybe we can lure them here.
But yeah, easy there, Vincent. I don't know if Talia would be that into you.
Not to mention, I don't think luring them here is a very smart idea.
Why not?
Because we're about to go to sleep, dumbass.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Where's
Plans for tomorrow.
Lucindo hiding these days?
Wasn't he in the kitchen?
Lucindo's Talia's husband.
Wasn't he cooking in the kitchen with Stroza?
Oh, maybe.
No, he was out with Tractor.
With tractor. He can work the field.
Tractor, not tractor.
It could be
Not
both.
my NPC. Just not my NPC.
See, now I'm imagining that her husband is absolutely ripped.
Well, Lucindo, her husband, is he's probably
He's a
the
diet
way I
coke break.
put it is what, sorry?
Admit it, he's a diet coke break man, isn't he?
No, he's more the sort of guy that would happily walk down a fashion show in a dress while still being a guy.
Okay, fair enough then.
He's a unique personality. It would be interesting for you to meet him.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you might not like him, Van Zandt. He
Why
likes
not?
to annoy people.
Oh, you're on like a house on fire then, what are you talking about?
Well, he likes to annoy people by throwing an axe at them, but doesn't hit them.
So he's bad at it. Okay.
No, he's the most accurate person at throwing an axe I have ever met. He has never failed to hit a bullseye, but he'll even do it round people's heads.
He can try once. Second time, sword. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I knew that was coming.
But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how Talia got noticed, wasn't it? At some point in this tavern.
He was kind enough not to cut anybody open. And that was my mess to clean up. She rolls her eyes.
It's groundskeeper Willa.
Lima, I am just to change out one spell that is in this ring of spell storing. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife and just let it fucking evaporate. I'm not planning to do anything with it. And I'm putting one charge of Silvery Barbs at first level into it.
Of course you are.
Of course.
Hey, if I wanted to, I would get rid of the mage armor as well. I'm kind of tempted to do so, I'm not gonna lie. So that I have 2 charges of Silvery Barbs in there.
Of course you would.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. 2 charges of Silvery Barbs.
Cast mage armor on. Oh, who you casting mage armor?
Me for once.
You have armor.
It's unusual. But cool.
Thing is, it'll last 8 hours, so you might actually have it when you finish your rest.
Possibly. I actually need to look up mage armor and see what the fuck it does now.
Increase your AC by 13 plus your dex.
Okay, so my AC would be lower than it is. No, it would actually be bang on exactly what it is. Never mind. But cool. Now just taking a note of it. Then
So, when are we going to sleep?
If you're tired, I'm sure there's a nice Place for you to nap.
Where?
Find one.
Okay.
Here, in this
Now,
room, we're in the meeting room, the office, and it's only us here. There's the
Nice.
armory there if you want to sleep under some empty weapon racks.
I put myself on the table, and I go sleep on the table. I'll sleep here.
Well, there goes my sleep spot then. I was going to go under the table, but I know
So
better
as you
than
just-
to
I
do
would
that.
probably recommend away from a table because a lot of the people that are working around here is probably going to want to break.
But as you say that, with your armor off, hopefully, all of a sudden, right on top of your stomach, Toto jumps up and lands on you, and just sits on top of you.
Nice and warm. I don't mind.
Going by his size of Toto, he's going to be what, 60, 80 kilos?
He's a big
I'm-
wolfie.
I'm ripped. No problem.
The unstoppable force meets the immovable six-pack.
Yeah. 8-pack. 8-pack.
Sorry, 10-pack.
Not a vicious 12.
Yeah, with the lines there.
The pecs don't count.
And a vicious V down it, yeah.
It's all there. So I'll just sleep on the table with Toto somewhere on me, I guess.
He's just sitting on you at the moment.
It's weird how
Yes.
it's pretty much
He's
got rid of
casting
the glass
domination on
but
you.
left the alcohol.
What?
He's casting domination. He's dominating you right now.
He can do that? Evil dog.
You're now charmed by this Toto.
Farm's
It's part of his
gonna.
nature.
Farm's just gonna find an empty seat and start attuning while he is resting, since I don't sleep. And I'm gonna attune to the Staff of Ages rather than my Staff of Fire.
Cool.
Staff of Ages.
It makes sense. The oldest person in the group having a Staff of Ages.
Hmm.
I still got a rod of resurrection in my back.
No,
Farm,
I was about to call you Tessa. Farron,
yes.
can you do me a favour? When Strosa comes through for her break, can you stop her from cuddling into me when I'm sleeping? Thanks.
I can certainly try. Well, not as effective. It's a different story.
Well, you never know. And then I'm going to go to probably the armory because it's going to be really quiet and soundproofed, and set up my sleeping bag there.
I'm gonna go ahead and
obviously
sit
I'd be cuddling
myself
into
up.
Silvio.
I'll go ahead and sit myself up against the wall.
Vanzan, you do feel a bit of
Yes.
movement on Toto, but then as you open your eye to look up, you actually see Haldor just clinging onto the back of him.
Oh boy. A threesome.
You see who?
Haldor.
Hodor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh boy.
baby.
Yep.
The wee child.
Hello,
he's still around.
child.
Yep, the bonny wee bairn.
Are you still alive?
Points the dagger at you. Are you still
I'm
alive?
scared. I am. But if you don't put that away, you won't. Me. Only use it when you want to use it. Never use it as a threat. Boy,
Okay,
boy.
I'll just stab next time.
Yes, try.
Only to those that try and harm you.
Yes. And if you're defending.
Yes.
So the monster I saw,
Okay, gonna leave that. Good
Monster?
job.
there was a monster in the forest just a bit to the north.
Monster first. Well, tell us tomorrow. I'm going to sleep now.
Okay. Is everybody having a shut eye right now?
Yes.
Or their version of? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I'm just
now.
enjoying having my bed rolled to myself, like getting all my own covers, just like, thanks for being on pup duty, Danzand.
Mm,
Not sure if that's
The
a
one.
this is toasty or a I can't breathe. But either way, thank you.
So,
Why not both?
Banzand,
Yep.
yes.
you hear the screeching scream of a woman yelling and another man yelling and screaming help and run. As you open your eyes, you find yourself standing in a village where you were that's quite near the order itself. You look up to see this towering dragonborn with a great axe. To which you instinctively begin fleeing from this one, and another one appears behind him, and they both, with this battle axe and this shield, begin chasing you. And what you hear yelling behind you, Bahamut is for the poor. Pure. Fuck that. You do not belong
Oh, the
here.
poor.
You run past the corpse of another child on your left as you continue to flee through the streets with another body with some wounds, looks clearly from an axe. And then you bumped into another one of this dragonborn who turns around and raises his battle axe towards you. And all of a sudden, a blade sticks through his chest. He drops his axe and goes limp. And then the sword pushes him to the side. And you see Sir Lewis and says, "Get back to the order!" Grabs your arm and hoists you along. And then he turns his blade towards these two dragonborn. All three of them were golden. And he turns around and yells to you, "Hurry!" And you wake up in a cold sweat.
That was interesting. Gold dragons were chasing me? That's not good.
In your dream, you saw many people already killed, people running and screaming, mostly humans, elves, dwarves. No dragonborn. Except dragonborn were killing people. There were gold, silver, bronze.
Oh, I need to kill every dragonborn now. That's a good message, Bahamut. Okay. Guys, Farron, I know you're awake.
Yes.
I had a pretty strange dream.
Okay.
Dragonborns were hunting me, golden ones, and they were killing people left and right. That's not good. You know the Order of Bahamut?
Want me to roll a history check to see if I remember it?
Make a history check.
Nat 20.
That's when you see it's some new order.
So 24.
So, just double checking my dates. About 8,000 years ago, from your perspective, you remember Bahamut became the forever faith of the Alarian Empire, the predominantly a high elven society. And you remember over the years there was a schism of Dragonborn fanatics who worshipped Bahamut, who believed that Bahamut's faith was purely for the dragons and Dragonborn and other draconic creatures.
Okay.
You remember this quite vaguely because it was a bit of more of a problem in the last couple of thousand years as time grew on, and this led to one of the, as you recall, about 300 years before, 200, 300 years, about 100 years, 200 years before you were born, the Glanasari recalled its diplomats from all other neighbouring nations because they would not condemn the butchering of elves inside Alaria by these Dragonborn. This you were quite clear because it used to be quite a huge problem.
Mhm.
They were effectively zealots, very brutal and very aggressive. And they do not believe that anybody should be in Alaria. Sorry, not Alaria, but Bahamut should be a faith purely for Dragonborn only.
Okay. I'm just gonna relay that. Yeah, there was has been a major issue with kind of Dragonborns. They believed that Bahamut was they were only worthy of belief in Bahamut, and they were zealots.
So they need to be wiped out.
I cannot say for definite. I know that was an issue when back from my memories. But well, no, that's still an issue now. I couldn't tell you.
If the images I saw are images from the present or near future, then it's going to be a problem.
Well,
Make a history check, Van Dan.
Oh. History. That's this. Oh, that's a good one.
would he get advantage with me prompting him on that information?
No, it just lowers DC.
Okay.
19. 19.
This was not a premonition or a current event or happening. This is something you had experienced when you were younger. You relived the past trauma.
Oh, and I didn't remember the trauma. It's now coming back.
And then the name comes back into your memory. You hear these words. The Platinum Claw will cleanse the city of these heretics.
Platinum Claw.
Does that sound familiar to what I would have known?
The exact same thing if you hear from him.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Platinum Claw, ring a bell?
Yeah, that's those fuckers. Zealots, like I say.
Platinum
So
Claw. And he's waking up. He says,
Destinies?
"Those bastards are the biggest problem in your empire, by far."
Well, that's another species on my murder list then.
That means
No
for how
problem.
many now?
Lost count.
Oh, I've
Only-
morning over.
Morning.
I
You're
can
up
only
early,
count in two digits. So
Kinda hard to sleep with all this chatter about.
Well,
you
I'm
slept
gonna
enough.
go back to work and see if I can help our local heroes here, because I've done my rest. You do get better sleep. You need another couple of hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll back over and go back to sleep for a bit.
Do you return to sleep as well, Van?
Yes. And I tap Toto on his head. Stop drooling in my ear, please.
So as the night continues, if you sort of wake up from screams of people being in pain from the illnesses and fever, and one person panicking, running around the building, you briefly get disturbed by. Eventually, you get your full rest.
Yes. Full rest.
And you do heal your exhaustion as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yay.
What I would say is if anyone wakes, well, obviously people are going to wake up. If they look at Farron, he is reading a book and fidgeting with a necklace. Just letting you know.
I'm gonna go ahead and bite. What book are you reading? And please don't say Ben and his ball.
Ball and his pen.
I don't believe I've read that one.
Thank goodness for that.
It's a good one.
No, it's not.
I'll just show you this book that's like over 100 years old. Since that's when I was. That's when. Well, it'd be a lot older than that because I was 100 odd. So it's near enough in tatters, but I don't actually remember what it's called. It didn't have a title on it.
Benedictus and the Round Spheres.
Sure, let's just go with that.
Sounds interesting.
Yes,
So
about
yes,
shapes and yeah.
Shapes. Interesting.
Right, so geometry then.
Astral geometry, I presume.
How smart do you think I am? I'm not that smart.
Well,
Well,
you're
I give them
old.
We like giving people a benefit of a doubt here.
Yeah. Elviver, could you wake up your furball? Please.
Firstly, we need to remove the child off from on top of him because you forget that you're the bottom piece of this like Jenga tower. So,
Mhm.
Hodor, you ready to get up, bud?
Yeah.
If you want a little bit more sleep, you can go and use my bedroll if you want. It's time to get up.
He kind of still tugging on Toto, who just yelps a little bit, trying to be pulled along. He's trying to hold him on like a blanket.
No, bud. We don't pull on Toto's fur. That hurts him. So I'm just going to pick him up and then pop
Just
him.
clutches onto you.
Oh, you're still a sleepy boy, aren't you?
I was talking to my friend.
Oh, really? You made friends with Toto?
No. His name is Tentanthu.
Okay.
Timmy?
That's an interesting name. What does he tell you?
He
What
says
do you talk about?
that his friend is trapped and he wants to try and free him.
Maybe we can look into that after breakfast, but for now, let's get you put down, eh? Like I said, if you want a little bit more sleep, you can sleep in my bed for a bit, but I gotta take Toto out. Just gently pop him down on my bedroll, and then just turn to Toto and go, Toto? Buddy?
Oh,
Walkies?
Move it, furball.
he steps off you.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on,
Oh.
bud. Let's go outside for a piss. I'll just take him, through the door and out, into the gardens.
And I'm gonna jump off the table and go to the little man about that monster.
His name is Tentafu. He's a nice person. He says he's trying to make a nice, good water to feed everybody.
Really? Oh, maybe you can show us where he is so we can help him.
He said he doesn't like you.
Me in particular, because a lot of people don't like me.
He says people who worship Bahamut are evil. But I think you're okay. You looked
I
after
look
me
evil?
when the dragon attacked us.
Yeah, so he's lying. Probably doesn't know better.
Hodor. Or Hodor. However you fucking pronounce
Haldor.
his name. That.
Aldo.
Hurdle.
Haldo.
Hurdlemer.
What about you guys?
Aldo.
Just call him by a
H-E-L-D-O.
nickname.
Child. Yeah, I'm stuck with that.
Old elf.
Child.
Because I can't fucking pronounce it. Do you mean Zathu?
No, Tentafu.
Tentafu. Can you describe him?
He's a giant green. He looked like he had weird painting patterns all over his arms. He's very big, bigger than you, Poise Pandan.
Probably.
And you in Poise Bantra.
Yeah, that's not hard, but okay.
I'm just asleep.
Oh. Little guy, you wanna prank the pussycat? Just say yes. She likes that.
Yes.
It's good for your stealth training. Go out, go get a bucket of water, and throw it on her as silently as you can.
I'll go get it from the river.
No, not from the river. That's not good water. Water from the big tons.
I'll use my
Okay.
mage hand, which is invisible, to make what's left in my water skin over to him. Hover over to him.
Now, this is to see if you're stealthy enough. So, go ahead and throw it at her. Pour it over her head. She likes that. She told me.
Make a
once.
deception check.
Would he get advantage because I'm helping him?
Deception.
Again, DC's been helped here at this point.
Deception.
Actually, no, you will have advantage because this will be against his insight.
And I rolled deception. Deception. Oh, over there. Oh, with or without advantage?
With.
Good. Okay. That's good. That's deception. That's 24.
You got a natural 20. For a total of 20.
Ha! Vanzard wins.
And says, but cats don't like water?
She likes an early morning bath.
And she isn't a cat. She's a tabaxi. Those are two different things.
Okay.
I just give Vanzard a
Just
glare
walks
like,
over.
now
Just
you want
dumps
us?
the water skin on Mantra.
And I clap. Very good. Now come back.
Quickly. Stealths for a total of fuck all. As he kicks something over on the table. Does an 8 on his stealth check.
Can I reach out? So see, just because he's a wee kid, can I just reach out, grab him, and pull him in as I wake up?
Make an athletics check.
He's still wearing the belt.
18.
You grab him, and you've got hold of him. All of a sudden, he pulls away from you with a 20 to athletics.
That's how you do it.
He's now running.
Hardo?
He jumps and lands
Why?
jumps on Van's end and just looks in and says, Van's end, I did it!
Yes, now you need to learn how to secrets. That's your next lesson.
Vanzance?
No.
It's not like you to pull pranks. Maybe
Was
you're
me.
learning. Maybe you can be redeemed.
No, I wasn't pulling the prank. This little guy did. I was just training him.
Well, you told him to if he admits to have done it.
Mhm.
Well, yes, but I didn't do it myself.
Far's just sat there with a smug look at his face.
And Hardo?
Yes, anti-mantra?
Oh, that's cute.
I use my mage hand and pull out a ration from my bag. Enjoy, you earned that one.
He takes it from you, and he adds to the other one he has in his hand.
Good one.
From what?
Now you-
Thank you for another one.
now
Another
you-
Just
one?
eyes you up.
Are you learning to pickpocket as well? I don't know if that's
But it did-
great. to
Well,
know,
when I
but-
did that with the bucket of water, I saw a bit of jerky sticking out of your pocket.
Good boy. You make me so proud. Now tap his head. Come here.
That's alright, I'll keep it for later. It's in his pocket.
So,
He'll make a fine apprentice.
Vanzans,
Yes.
or the rest of the group actually. Is this good or are we making a monster?
Making? interested in
Well, we're teaching them things.
yes, to survive in this cruel world. Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with a healthy curiosity.
Yeah. He just told us he met a monster. Well, not really a monster, a person in the woods that likes to clean the water.
Interesting. We're
Yes.
trying to clean the water, so where are we going with this?
Yes, but the person doesn't like people that like Bahamut.
Okay. Hardo,
Hmm?
where was this person?
Just outside. He came through the fog, and he spoke to me. He said hello and what his name was, and he's asking me if I would like to help him do things.
What did you
He said he would
say?
come back later.
Normally you don't want to accept messages like that from a stranger, but do you think you could show us where this person is?
Mhm.
Sounds like a
He
friendly
told me where I
individual.
could find him. He's at the lake.
Oh, the lake.
The lake upstream.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why don't we go and say
Suspicious.
hi? Yeah, let's go
But I
say
guess
hi.
if you're trying to clean the water, it makes sense to try to clean it from the source of the problem, doesn't it? So maybe it's worth looking into.
I do have a question, and I'm gonna look to Mantra since she knows this area probably most. How far is that lake?
About a mile.
And in meters?
1.6.
1.5 kilometers. Hmm?
I'm now to work
1.4.
out. Know how to work out 30 feet in miles.
It would be about an hour's journey. 1 to 2 hours journey.
It's doable.
Okay. Because if we're going that way, once we get about near enough there, about 10 or so minutes away, I'm going to be casting Arcane Eye to have a look to see what the fuck's over there without the party getting overly close. Because I want a clear eye on what is going on there first, so we can try and plan around it.
Well, that involves us going there first, but yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if it was closer, I would have done it from sitting here. But based on that kind of distance and timescale, yeah, I don't think it would work.
And I'm putting on my armor back on.
Damn it, Mantra, you missed your fucking easy chance to slash him up. He didn't have his armor on. His AC was low.
Why would I want to slash him up?
Yes, why?
I'm saying this out of character. Just because you tried to fucking neuter him last time when something went fucking. He tried.
He had armor on. He's probably still got a little bit of a dent. He's trying to work out from that area on his armor.
Still need to find a blacksmith.
But
Just gonna make a new piece.
well, you're gonna make a new cock piece.
Yes.
Jesus.
Faster, bigger, and stronger.
That's what he's put on. I'm just like, you still haven't got that scratch fixed.
No, it's a reminder of your love for me.
I looked at Mantra.
Yeah, she likes to play with my balls.
I was unconscious. They were talking about, well, I was incapacitated with a poison. They were talking about what thanks we could do on me. And he went a bit too far. I came to, and the first thing I did after hearing what we were doing
Did
was
you hear
reach
she
up with
came
one
too?
fist.
She came too. That's all I'm hearing. But yeah, potato.
Okay.
Van Zandt,
Yes.
your lewdness does not surprise me much anymore these days.
Well, so
You're a strange individual with very perverted outlook on life.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, to be fair, he is human. That
Mm.
humans are very weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Have you met
feeling-
Wild Tabaxi? I've not.
I'm feeling attacked here now. As a human.
That's accurate as well. I've never met another. Well, I don't believe I've met another tabaxi.
You haven't. Last other tabaxi we found was cut in half by Banzand in Arcadia.
Oops.
No, I was just meaning from memory from eons ago. But cool. So, shall we be off and let's see what the fuck is going on with this water source?
Yep.
Have any of you... Just a side question before we delve up there. Have any of you actually seen Tabaxis other than me?
Yeah, killed one.
I'm assuming that I'm back from walking so and that way I can interject.
If you like to be.
Yeah.
Yep. Just go. Yeah, I worked with one years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, one was part of like the other group that I used to work with back when I was with the back when I worked with the military. This is before I was barbecued.
Apparently one frequently slept on a tree until we met up north of
Yes.
Koloff. Was it? No. I can't remember what city these days. Everything's fucking blur based on all this shit that's been going on.
It was to the north of Mercador, if I remember correctly.
It was, yes.
Yes,
so-
it was the interesting grove that teleports. I think that was referring to.
Teleportation.
Yeah.
You could call him Chester.
Chester.
Hopefully someone gets that reference.
No.
So I'm giving my inspiring leader speech as I'm waking up.
How does the speech go?
Yes, tell us.
Well, let me look in my big book of interesting speeches. Interesting speeches. We shall fight on the beach. Yeah, that seems a good one. Let me see if I can. It's full speech. Yes, that one. Okay, I'm taking my time because my book is loading slow. It's very strange.
Okay, Mr. Winston.
We shall
But I
go,
don't think we're going to believe a speech is read for a book.
we shall go on to the end. We shall fight in Mercador. Yeah. We shall fight on the seas. We already did that. And the oceans. We already fought on the oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence. And growing strength in the air. I'm getting airsick. We shall defend our island.
Confidence
We shall
and
defend,
stupidity.
defend our island. What island? Okay, whatever the cost may be. Don't want to lose a limb or two. Shall fight on the beaches. Sleeping on beaches. We shall fight on landing grounds. Okay. We shall fight in the fields and the streets. Been there, done that. And we shall fight in the hills. I think that's what we're going to do when we're going to that small house on the hill. And we shall never surrender. Yeah.
So, I don't
That's-
think the speech itself inspired me, Van Zandt, but the fact
No problem.
that you're getting the fact that you're getting worked up and ready to go in order to help one of your teammates that you don't always particularly outwardly show that you appreciate. That's inspiring enough for me.
I'll give it to the end campaign. You two will get married.
I mean, from
I'm going to kill the green monster. I'm not okay. Yeah.
You're gonna do what?
Whatever works. And we're gonna talk to the green man.
Okay.
He needs our help. It's a big body of water, so the more the merrier.
And how
No.
much points do we get
No.
from heroic leadership? Or
21, I
whatever?
think.
17.
17. Quiet.
There you go.
And before Oliver shows up.
17? Yes, 17.
Right,
Temporary.
Let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
If that wasn't a good inspiring leader's speech, I don't know what is.
To almost anyone in the UK, yes, that is a very inspiring speech.
See?
Also, to correct my reference earlier, I meant Cheshire, not Chester.
What,
So-
Cheshire Cat?
Yes, as in the cat and tree.
Yes.
Prima, at this moment, can Oliver Serpentwind offer to come with us?
Make a perception check and see if you actually spot Oliver around.
$14.
So as you are surveying around, trying to get prepared, pick up your kit ready to go, making sure your blades and everything else look around. At no point do you spot Oliver.
So, it would have been really funny if one of my compatriots, Oliver Serpentwind, was here. Talia, have you seen Oliver recently?
He was with General Steelweaver, as last I heard. He was in Color City fighting.
I always thought he would. Well, I guess. Well, that's strange for him. He prefers his vigilante work.
I use the term working with loosely as well. If anything, I've heard nothing but complaints.
So basically, what everyone else is saying, as soon as the shit hits the fan, Oliver's away praying.
No, he's up there fighting people with things.
Is that the person I stole his stuff out of the vaults?
Maxwell, Steel River?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You've met him.
Yeah, you've met Steel River.
Yeah, I remember
Not
meeting him,
Oliver.
but that was before I stole his shit.
No, that was after you stole his shit, because you met him on the bridge when you both fought the dragon.
Oh yeah. That'll be interesting if I fucking realised.
Luckily, you get those weapons hidden.
The swords were, the staff wasn't.
Oh, the staff is also hidden as well. Oh no, the staff wasn't his.
The staff and all that was, and
The
that
swords
one
were,
vault.
but not the staff.
Okay.
Might be in the same place, but could be held for that reason. But I don't remember it being out and about, because you had your fire staff out.
Yeah, but I don't have a bag of holding, so I can't exactly hide.
Remember, it goes up
and-
your sleeve and disappears. Just like when you
Oh,
can
yeah,
carry. That's when
yeah.
you can carry like 10 pikes on your back.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's true. Yeah, I forget the.
remember,
the-
Ashley. Gonna make a Critical Role reference. Remember, Ashley throws the brings out the giant javelin thing. Oh yeah, I've got this I can throw. That'd be
Yeah,
carrying around everywhere. Yeah, that problem with D&D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got a staff for every fucking element.
Just need to make sure I don't.
Video game logic.
I know, right? Who knew?
It's okay, I'm just gonna hide this great sword in my pocket of not holding.
Okay.
Well, we heading off, or we still have things to do?
We should probably head off. If you see Oliver, based on what was it Farron said, being.
Yep.
I'm thinking having a paladin around would help some of the civilians healing a bit better.
I guess he's not going to bed.
So
No.
Oliver
He's already
would
opened
help him.
Seriously?
Yeah. I hear heavy breathing in there. So,
I didn't even spot him go by you.
neither did I. I just hear breathing my... So I was like, looking to see if he was behind me or not.
Ninja.
Yeah. Alright, Haldo.
Stealth check.
Yep.
Very high
Dungeon
stealth.
pursuit of fruit.
Right. Go finish that up.
Where's he going now?
You're probably going to go get a bow and cut it up. Yeah, he chops up his own bananas. What a boy.
Okay. So what were you saying?
That's Haldo. He's got a dagger.
What were you saying, Mantra?
I was just saying to Talia if she sees Oliver, the fact that there's a paladin around might actually help some people recover from this disease. With paladins being strangely resistant
Yes.
to immune, not entirely sure, to disease.
I am immune to diseases.
We don't care about you just now, Vanzans. And talk about my friend Oliver.
Well,
I'm just talking about the fact that he is also a paladin.
oh really? I need to meet the guy. Where is he?
Yeah, goes with the Oath of the Watchers.
Okay. Where is he?
You hear him chopping away, by the way. It's amazing. So, what we're going to do is take a break, guys. We'll be back in 15 minutes, and we'll see where we head off to.
Puppy
soon.
time.
And welcome back, everybody. So, the Lunarfall underlings of Lunar Eclipse, so yeah, I saved it, gather in the area in front of this tavern itself, with Mantra pondering and asking questions of a friend, and then boasting about his wonderful abilities of being inspiring. That's as far as we got. What else are we up to?
Mantra was wet.
Talking
And we're
about
all
you and
mildly
being-
panicking about the fact that the kid's got a thing made to, oh god.
I think I actually need to open the window in here because it is actually pretty goddamn hot.
Now you believe me.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hot myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's been negative degrees recently, and then today it's 6 degrees in Glasgow. So it's suddenly like 15 degrees warmer than it was 2 days ago.
Yep.
Yep, thank goodness for low pressure and long may it continue.
I'm your god. Long may I reign.
What? Rain? I don't like rain.
Then don't come to Scotland.
Okay,
Mhm.
then. You only know that.
We need
We've
to
had
bring him up
many
for
days without rain.
we need to bring him up for our
No.
200th episode dinner
Yeah.
or the 50th.
I mean, eventually he does have to visit at some point since he's kind of outnumbered.
Yeah, it'd be cheaper for him to come here.
I live on the mainland. You live on an island.
More of us.
Yeah, Turf Islands, but yeah, it's an island.
It's an island.
You say that as though it's a toty place.
To be fair, compared
Yes.
to everywhere else, it fucking is.
The land where the sun never sets. Definitely bigger than Belgium.
Okay, back to D&D. Farron is gonna say something to telepathic to Mantra, but I'm just gonna message her. So
Is this when it's up to the observation from everyone else?
well, no, because it's literally just I can telepathically talk to people. So there's no kind of telltale.
Can I reply telepathically, or is it only you can put that
it's-
message in my head?
It's only me that can talk to you. Unfortunately, telepathic isn't a two-way conversation. I wish it was.
Okay.
What are you all talking about? You hearing your voice, Farron?
Oh fuck. Nothing.
It's been an interesting ride. Say, 10th half, right?
Oh, that's what the kid says.
That rings a bell, but I don't know where from. Huh.
Can I try roll a history check?
Go ahead.
Would I get advantage from myself prompting myself?
No.
Damn it.
Well, I think that just offers you the opportunity to try and check.
I don't know. If I don't ask, I don't get. And I'm going to use knowledge from the past as well. Fuck it, why not?
But yeah, you'll have. I'm waiting on this happening because it's all going to happen simultaneously. So
21.
As you trying to think of something, instead of putting a name to the face of something, you see a glass wall with fluid, greenish, see-through fluid, bubbling, and then the face and visage of a terrifying monster that you recognize of parts of it in the sand. Then all of a sudden, it all stitched together inside this stone large building. The images are flashing. At that point, you You instinctively clutch your head. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yay, I've got +0 to that. How close is that, Zad?
Only good for my aura.
It's feeling used right now.
I'll probably say he's not close enough to give me it. How close do you need to be?
I think you're all gathering, so I presume you're all talking amongst yourselves. So I'm going to assume he is within 10 feet.
Okay. Are you allowing me your aura, Vanzan?
Can't not allow you.
Are you considering him friendly?
Still debating that.
So I'm gonna safely say then, for now, since he's saying he's debating it, I'll not take it.
Take it. Add it on. It'll be interesting.
Get half an aura.
I kind of wish I took it now.
Yeah, take it. You're close enough.
Yeah, too late. Too late.
Wow.
I have +0 to intelligence saving throws.
You drop to a knee, all of a sudden you feel this wrenching pain in your head, to the point you would take 6 points of psychic damage.
And I am resistant to psychic damage.
You take 3. Oh, bad memory.
Okay.
You have a headache, Tetsu.
Tetsu? Who's that? Tetsu isn't here.
Sorry, Farron. Farron, do you have a headache?
Just a wee bit, but it'll be fine.
It's probably your old age.
And then I cast message on Farron. And I'll say, so what exactly did you see?
You know exactly what I saw. Someone with memories. Someone without memories doesn't need memories to know what that was. And I leave it at that.
As you're thinking about it continually, you see this drow with white hair walking past one of the tanks, looking directly at you. You begin to realize you're floating inside this vat. Smiles towards you. Mantra, you recognize him.
Wait, what?
Because you're seeing exactly what you're seeing through the telepathy, aren't you?
No.
Or, oh, okay, never mind.
No.
Okay. My mistake, my misunderstanding of what was happening.
I was like, wait, what?
He just looks at you. Just walks. Continues to walk on. And you just shake your head and the pain kind of lapses a little bit.
Okay. Gonna take a note of that. I'm gonna shut up for a wee while. Because my head hurts.
Would have been interesting if Pantra was there then.
Hell, if
I
someone
thought you were sharing what you were seeing telepathy to her at the time.
Telepathy only allows me to talk to someone.
But it's not a form of language.
If it, I don't know if it would have relayed over to her or not.
Telepathy also allows sharing of memories in a limited way, and images, descriptions, and things. Your brain describes to you the same way that you would describe to somebody in telepathy.
What I will say then is I probably wouldn't be conscious of that being broadcasted if it did or not. So that would be, I would leave that up to you, Lima, if that was the case.
Okay.
So I'll leave that up to you, because I don't think he would be consciously aware that that can be done.
Pick a number. On a
7.
1 or 2. Odds and evens.
Take it. You choose, Mantra.
Well, I chose 7, so that's an odd.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about there, Lima, but okay.
You will. Just give it a bit of time. You also recognize the individual.
Mm.
But I think you clicked on, so I'll leave it just there and let you speculate for longer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Like I say, I'm shut up. My guy's got a headache. Feel free to go, guys.
That's a bad bear.
It's okay.
But yeah, so.
You sure it's not the Mantras 5 we're seeing?
Hey.
You sure it wasn't Mantras 5 we're seeing? Breaching through.
Pretty sure.
Okay, so you're gonna make it your way northward, following the river.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should head upstream. We should.
Which side of the river would you like to travel on? The tavern side or the estate side?
I'll look to Mantra.
Yep, me too.
Because as you may recall
Well-
from your memories and your knowledge of the place, there is only one bridge between here and the lake. You're right next to it.
I think the tavern side. Oh, sorry, the estate side. Yeah.
Okay.
The side towards the estate, because I feel like these people that are taking over my manor, they're probably the same people that are corrupting the water. Well, we are on the estate already. This is my grounds, but the manor's at the other side of the river, so we should start heading up through the woods that way.
So, who heads to the bridge first?
Farron's gonna
Potentially.
Metra?
I was just going to say, Farron's going to be in the middle because he's feeling a bit sensitive right now.
I was going to say potentially me, because I'm guiding people, I know where I'm going.
Okay. So as you begin to walk, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Perception.
That's mantra only.
17.
Cool. So as you continue to walk along the corridors of the fog to the perimeter, so you don't feel any difficult terrain, but mantra takes 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You step on the spike growth left by Nice in her druid grove.
Sorry, I must have got too many memories of this terrain. I would frequently walk this path at night, but I would usually go by memory. This branch is new.
Are you just going to continue walking?
Yeah, let's continue.
So you all spot her yelp. At that point, it's been quite clear there's a 5 foot wide breach of thorns on the ground. Very sharp.
Can I try jumping over it?
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay, that's a -1 to that. So let's see. I'm not using that die because that has been rolling like shit for me today. It's not bad for me. It's mid tier. That's 11.
That's fine, you clear. So you know what it is, you know exactly what it is. And yeah, anybody else want to leap over or just tread for it and risk taking?
I'll just leap over it
Go ahead, athletics.
in my full plate. 16.
16,
I mean,
you clear. Toto?
Athletics is easy in play. That's just strength.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Sorry, I thought it was acrobatics you said rather than athletics.
Athletics. To jump. Acrobatics is down. Jump is up.
Okay, fair enough.
So for you in total, we will need an athletics check if you want to clear, or if you just want to try risk taking
I
the
thought-
damage.
I thought long jump was acrobatics while high jump was athletics.
I mean, I was athletics
Because
is more for like your
athletics is
stamina.
up.
Up to your strength score.
Like,
And
I
it's
was always to
athletics.
do with like your stamina.
Yeah, long jump and high jump are both still strength. Remember, athletics is going, pushing against effectively force, and acrobatics is using momentum, using force to go. So running, climbing stairs, you use your strength, and going down the stairs, you would use your dexterity.
What if I took a run and jump?
That's still going to be
It's
strength
still strength.
because you're
Okay, fair
pushing
enough.
yourself off the ground. That's how strong you are on
If you-
legs.
On D&D Beyond, if you click on walking, if you look down the side, it does go into details and it says long jump is based on strength and you need at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
It is a 10 DC check anyway. You'd have
Okay.
to hesitate to fuck up. Just
Well, I
support.
definitely fuck up in terms of trying to leap because that's a 1. I laugh up, why don't you?
You also take 7 points of piercing damage. And what about Toto?
Toto gets a 13, the jammy sod.
He sees
I
you
mean-
and sniffs it, and then just goes, "Yep."
Eat.
Like, how many points of damage did I
7.
take? 7.
7.
I mean, Van Zandt could have rested and take only 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 points of damage and take none.
Looky here, the most dexterous people getting the most damage.
Mhm.
Oh no, it is strength.
Yeah, I know, but still.
You also find it took a bit more time to cross it as well, because it's difficult terrain. Okay. So now what? Now you got past the first obstacle.
Yes.
And then you just hear Nice in the background just yelling, "Sorry, forgot about to tell you, remind you about that." And you just hear zipping around doing stuff.
And I'm going to continue leading a party through this small woods, but I'll point out as we're going. So normally, a lot of ill-intended people don't tend to venture this far into the woods, because if you look to the side, I've got signs up which seem to be slightly effective. And when you look, you see a picture of someone. It's like a wee round circle with a line through it saying "no entry." And there's a picture of a head being severed by an axe, and it says "sharp weapons being thrown."
Okay.
Dangerous hobbies you have.
So yeah, sometimes I train here.
Really?
Interesting.
Okay.
Further up towards the lake, that's where Silvio used to spend some of her spare time. But her hobbies weren't as sharp and dangerous. There were more plant-based stuff up there.
Okay. Anything else we need to know?
Every now and then I used to set up some traps to catch some game for the tavern.
Still hope you remember where you placed them.
Most of them. Most of them are gone by now, but
Go ahead.
That's
Oh.
fine.
Of course.
You know this area better
I mean-
than us.
Actually, Van Zandt,
Yes.
walk 30 feet to the east and then continue along the same path as us.
Okay. I trust you. And I'll do what she says.
Well, that's dangerous.
Break my trust and I'll break your back. So I'll follow Mantra's directions.
So at this point, you're a lot closer than the rest of the party to the estate itself.
Cool. Should I wave?
As you continue to walk on, I would like someone to nominate someone else.
Someone to nominate.
First one to nominate somebody else gets to.
Alvor.
Okay, Alva, I need to roll a d20.
D20.
Yep, for your
Okay.
travel random event.
Oh, fuck, I hate these.
Oh, another
Try no
experience.
rolling a dragons. This would be the worst time for one.
Well, that's a 17.
You get 2.
This is where
No.
the DM pulls a face and goes, fuck.
Oh, no.
Alva, roll a d4.
D100.
D4.
Oh, 4.
Stop giving them ideas.
No, I don't need ideas.
What do you
It's
want
a
me to
double
roll?
roll.
D4.
Double roll.
Danger dice.
A double roll.
3?
Just don't drop it on the floor wherever you
Cool.
are.
Alright,
This is the end.
good to know. So, as you veer closer and begin to loop around the manor, you don't see anybody nearby. Mantra, make a survival check since you are going to be looking for this.
Is that for the fire that the one and only Arson 5 who just followed sets off? But yes. That is 17.
Okay. Walking along the closest points where you would expect someone to be able to walk down from the estate, you don't see any recent foot traffic in the dirt. So nobody has came down to the water in quite some time from the estate itself. But you do catch, with your passive perception, a glimpse of a glint of armour. Someone walking on the grounds and entering one of the doors on the west side.
Okay. So I can see the house from here.
You're a relative, we'll say about 200, 300 feet away, downhill. And you see a couple of the paths that you can take up to the actual estate itself, the actual building itself,
The
and
manor. Yeah.
nothing nearby, no nearby recent traffic. With your survival check, you can see.
What about the tracks like from yesterday? Would I see any going down towards the tavern since we did get attacked?
That was more on a
Any
direct
kind of-
route from the estate to the tavern bridge. One that has
Okay.
been walked frequently in the past. She did.
Yeah. Van Zandt, make your way back to us. I see movement in my manor.
Okay, and how do I
Saw
move
someone
back?
walking. Saw someone walking towards one of the. Was it West Wing?
Into
Can I
the west,
walk?
in a building on the west wing. It's inside the manor itself through a door on the west side.
Can I walk in
Ah.
straight line towards you, or do I need to zigzag?
Yes, but dodge that loose route.
Dodge.
I used to set up some random basic snaring trap there.
Okay then.
Shouldn't be an issue for you anyway.
Okay. And I do what Mantra says.
Make a investigation check. Mad lad.
Oh boy.
Advantage due to Mantra telling him where it's meant to be?
No, that would lower the DC because he knows he's to look out for something in that area. So he's
Ah.
looking for something.
A tree.
Oh no.
He
Okay.
sees a tree.
There's roots and everything lying around. This is all wild forest. You spot a root, and you give it a bit of a wide berth, not realizing that something catches your left foot. To the point, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I use my shield?
No, you're not
No?
being fireballed.
Too bad.
So all of a sudden, this big turret pops up in the way, going. "Meow."
I did say it was a basic snare, so there you go.
Unnatural 20. Dirty 20.
That's fine. You catch it, and then you instinctively pull your leg back, and you felt something tug at your leg and miss you, and all of a sudden you hear, and you see a rope literally just dangle right there. And you thought, I would have been upside down if I didn't pull my foot away.
Interesting trap. I'm gonna take my sword out. I'm gonna start poking the ground from now on. Till I Mantra.
Oh, there shouldn't be another one between there and here.
Yeah.
That one was just
Bear trap
basically.
just literally catches your blade.
And I lift up my blade.
That one wouldn't have been me. I used humane traps.
And I keep poking the ground with my sword. In the hope reaching them soon.
Eventually,
Hopefully,
safely,
Sani didn't place any magical traps there.
without making further incident, find your way back to the party.
Yes.
Well,
Here, Mantra.
Hey, I did tell you about one of the traps there.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, you might have got caught in it.
I know.
Oh, don't worry. There's one at a different part of the wood that I dug out like 5 foot down and covered it in leaves and twigs. That was always a fun one when training new recruits.
Okay.
It's not enough of a fall to hurt you. It was just funny.
Scared. Yes, I understand.
Like I'm not going to have any traps here that would actively hurt us.
Hope so.
Well,
You
shall
say
we
that.
keep going?
Yes.
Yeah. So from what I saw, I didn't see any tracks from my manor. So the water might not have actually been tampered with by them fuckers.
So there's two fuckers on your estate.
Or there could be something else impacting the water system. Something that may be
Yes.
naturally occurring. Some sort of pollution.
Dragon.
I mean, I
shit.
don't exactly own this lake or the water stream that comes down from it.
Okay. I'll continue. I'll follow.
But let's continue along the banks, just high enough that we're not going to be affected by the normal rise and ebbs and flows of the water. We must seem somewhat intrigued.
Indeed, I was just responding
Yeah.
to a message. So just responding to questions and clarities.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
Normally this is a more peaceful walk along the waters, but I get an odd feeling here. Do we see anything as we're continuing?
Nothing in your passive perceptions. Weirdly enough, no wildlife. It doesn't take long for you to find something. You find a foe on its side, with its tongue hanging out and half of its stomach and chest rotted away.
I'm going to sit next to it and go, yes, water is affecting a lot more than just the people in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it.
So its impacts on local wildlife, I wonder what it would do to the local plant life as well.
Come to think of it, most of the bank of the river itself seems to be quite bare.
Brown bear,
With
grizzly
that,
bear.
with that comment, you actually do spot, with your survival check, some sort of shroom-like
Sorry, do
plant
you want me to roll?
growing.
Do you want?
No, that's with Mantra's earlier survival check because she's surveying as she's walking. You do spot some shroom-like, unusual. It's dark purple. It's varying sizes,
Okay.
quite small, spreading. Looks like closely to the water. You've never seen this before.
This looks like something Nyx would be interested in. I'm going to assume these mushrooms are poisonous.
I mean, purple isn't a colour that's commonly found in a lot of things in nature, so I'm thinking you're right.
It is if they're poisonous.
The only exception is being grapes and plums.
I
So-
wonder. Are there many spores coming off them? I
Okay.
want to use my mage hands and tap the top of one of the 30 feet away mushrooms.
Okay, you move your hand over, it touches it, and explodes. And all of a sudden you see its bark, the tree, begins sizzling.
And I guess my mage hand is despawned.
Disintegrated.
Yeah.
If it could
Don't
scream,
touch
it would have.
those.
You're actually just watching this happen as you get closer to inspect the tree and obviously avoid some of the stuff on the ground. You actually see part of the tree is actually almost dissolved at the trunk already. And all of a sudden,
Yeah. It's going to touch a lot of mushrooms.
Is that the tree going down, I'm
that
guessing?
tree just hit it straight into the water.
I am going to say these mushrooms are not to be touched.
Okay then.
At which point you're just looking at these mushrooms, you swear you see an eye staring right at you from one of them.
Anyone see that?
You blink and it's gone.
See what?
What?
The mushrooms.
Yes.
I saw an eye, or a pair of eyes, staring at me through them.
Eyes on the Maybe you should stay off the shroom.
Baron,
Yes.
can you detect any thoughts from them?
We can certainly try. I'm going to use my once a day free casting of Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm aiming it at the mushroom.
So this is a beacon of thing. You are able to sense
a
people
lot of
around
things
you.
right now.
You
Yeah.
recognize them, including the two familiars that are hiding. One in a cloak and one flying above, as he always is. But nothing coming up with any thoughts and memories.
May I roll a nature check on the mushrooms?
Yeah, go ahead.
That could have been a lot better. 14.
14. They're mushrooms. At least there's some sort of fungal sort of specimen. You don't get an impression that they're naturally forming. You have no idea what these actually even are.
Could I theorise that there may be some sort of cross species?
Not with that.
I do have a question. With mention of a particular name and memories that I've just recently got back, would I remember if I've seen these kind of mushrooms where I was sent for that?
No.
In case that is relation. Okay.
No, you don't see a common relation between that and your expedition. We'll call it.
Okay.
Do we have any easier ways of dealing with these mushrooms, or do we just have to avoid them? Anyone got any
It doesn't seem
ideas
to
there?
spread very far from the water itself. But then, as you say that, another one just sprouts from the ground like a snake, building it out, and then flowers.
I mean, in all honesty, mushrooms do kind of just sprout like fungus. I mean, that's what they are technically. But if we can figure out what's causing them to grow, then maybe we can put a stop to it. Because these do not look natural, so there must be some sort of like a source for these.
Well, they're very sporadic and far
Yeah.
between. They are becoming very subtly, but easily noticeably, a bit more common further upstream.
Let's continue, but watch your feet, everyone. Don't stand on one of these. And that includes you, Toto. And did Hardo come with us or stay behind? I hope he stayed behind.
Same here. Can anyone make a perception check to see if we can see the kid following us?
Perception.
In fact, if the kid was within 30 feet of me, I would have heard his
You
thoughts.
didn't sense them.
Well, I'm gonna just say, well, if he's within 30 feet of me, then no, he's not here. If he's out with that distance, then he might be here.
Well, let's continue.
And I follow behind Mantra. And we waddle away, waddle, waddle,
Indeed.
waddle.
So, Alvor, since you were nominated last time, you can nominate the next person to roll D20.
I nominate Mantra.
You notice how there was no hesitation in that whatsoever.
I know, right?
How will we unlucky dice then? 12.
Ancient purple dragon.
Okay, can you roll me a D8?
No.
Oh, those dice, I don't use them. It's a D8.
D8s, I use them all the time.
Oh yeah, well, 4 damage, you know?
I know, right?
So Is it Dusty?
2.
Okay. So as you're walking along, you start to recognise a bit of an error that you have commonly came to before, and then you spot it yourself, Mantra, and a smile creeps across your face. It's a little remembrance that you had a little quiet place out here somewhere, as you spot your shrine to Lyra. Small little outgrowth statue with her symbol and your interpretation of what that would be that you had amateuristically or even by yourself had crafted.
And then, as I'm approaching, this is close to where I think you said about earlier. Okay. I wonder who's the best one to play a flank on. I mean, if I'm bringing people past here, I have to. It's his law. So, I look towards Alvaville and see if I can. Actually, I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand, and Lima's gonna see if I get away with it, and also a deception. Can I roll both for one move?
Describe what you're going to do first.
Because so what I'm going to do, Alphafoot, is it just me, or any time we encounter a new area, does Farron have a stranger look in his face? Like, just now, he looks very forlorn, and like he's contemplating something strange. And I'm also, while she's looking at Farron, going to try and steal a ration from her pouch.
Okay.
I honestly haven't noticed,
So-
but
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay.
Or I'll need you to do a perception check.
with pleasure.
29.
29 as well.
As you pull one out, you
Dang.
spot at the corner of your eye, and you both look at each other and realise what the other was up to.
Mantra, if you're hungry, you could have just said so.
Toto! And I throw it towards where that trap was. The one that's the.
All of a sudden, you see this trap spring off, and another trap spring off in the forest, and then the spare trap just go and completely miss him as well.
Well, I was going to see if Alphaville was going to run after it as well, hoping she would get it, because I was like, oh yeah.
I'm just going to watch in astonishment as all these bear traps start going off and then turn to Mantra and
No, they're not bear traps. They're all humane traps.
So, Mantra,
nevertheless, though, I'm going to look at Mantra and go, what the hell do you think you're doing? Are you trying to kill him?
No, not trying to kill him. Just trying to get him a bit confused.
fun.
Can he fall through the ground now? on the false ground.
So you
There's
sit there
nothing
giggling
under it,
yourself,
it's
you
just a-
actually notice that your elbow is able to meet your side a little bit easier. You look down, you notice your coin purse is missing, Mantra.
Who would have done that?
Who would have indeed?
My coin purse doesn't appear to be here right now.
Maybe the little man did it.
He's getting very crafty in that regard.
Practicing
maybe it
like
was-
practicing like a real person would do.
Can I just discreetly check to make sure I've definitely still got my coin purse?
Yep, you look down, it's there.
Can I glance towards the shrine?
You look at the shrine. Shrine seems undisturbed, to which you last touched, or rather beat upon it. There's no coin purse there.
Of course.
Last time you saw your coin purse was at the tavern. And that's the best you remember from your key mind.
Okay.
You don't remember seeing
Oh,
it when you left the tavern. But it's not something you thought about.
In case you were wondering, that's a small gesture towards the deity I worship. At times.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm gesturing towards the shrine, not towards Toto.
So,
Of course, because I'd be a wee bit worried if you worship Toto.
fair
I
enough.
mean, don't get me wrong, handsome, majestic boy, but still, he does not need that ego boost.
As you all continue to walk, you actually start to see the shine of the lake glistening between the trees ahead of you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop everyone and try and get us to stay back a wee bit.
Okay.
Just do me a favor, I'm curious. Rather know what's there before it knows we're there. I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye using the staff.
Okay.
Describe your arcane eye.
Probably the easiest way I can try and describe it is think of like how the Eye of Sauron looks.
So just an eyeball going me.
I just like the big kind of cat slit down the middle, but instead of being like bright orange and yellows, it is kind of like sickly greens and purpley, kind of what you would expect to see color wise from an aberration.
That's fine. So you release this thing from your staff, and it floats up and just hovers there, watching you.
I get it to start moving 30 feet forward, and I'm going to be looking through it.
That's fine. Make a perception check.
Ooh, that's a high roll. Perceptions +9, so 27.
27. Okay, yeah. You're able to get as close as you can to the point you can see across the river, just a little bit north, along the west side of the lake itself. You see a large hulking creature, green, with his hand in the water, and you can see him clearly casting a spell. You also look around and you can see this water is swirling with black and purple energies.
Do I recognize what kind of creature it is?
You've not seen something like this before. It's
Okay.
large, green, hulking, and you do notice that his skin is peeling everywhere, rotting away.
As I'm seeing it, I'm just describing what I see to them so that way they know as well.
That's, to you three, that sounds a little bit familiar. Key Mind
Okay.
Mantra sounds exactly like the thing you met in the swamps near Gumi.
The mind thing.
Nope. The Rot Troll.
Oh, okay, yeah, the thing that was beheaded by that wonderful sword.
Vorpal.
Yep.
It was a troll.
Troll?
Rot troll.
You hear that word and
We
you look
fa-
at it and you
faced-
think, yeah, that looks like a troll to me.
We faced one of them near Gumi.
And what was special about him again?
Something like whenever we hit it, we took damage. It hurt. If I remember right, that was. And everything it touched kind of got diseased.
You see it's inside of its skin's flesh. You can see the muscle piercing through the actual skin flesh itself. It's all huge bulbous nose, and his hand is in the water, and he's clearly channeling something continuously. And you see
See what?
like tendrils of energy literally pouring out like little tentacles.
Okay. Yeah, we probably want to get over there because he's doing some sort of channeling of a spell.
How big is it? I think the one we fought near Gumi was what?
A large.
8 foot tall?
It looks big.
Probably somewhere usually in the regions of 8 to 10 feet, give or take.
Okay, I relay that to them. Yeah, it's not exactly small.
It's potentially bigger than the last one we fought.
I mean, in
Shouldn't
fairness,
be
if
too
it's,
big an
doing,
issue.
if it's doing this kind of damage, then it will be a bit bigger.
Well, I'm gonna drop concentration on Arcane Eye.
You do note, by the way, Varen, there's a 20-foot gap across the river.
As in, like, Moses parted the Red Sea kind of thing, or?
No, between the bank from one side of the road to the other.
Okay. I don't suppose any of you are good at swimming,
Can be.
because it looks like we may need to cross water to actually get to it.
Then, just so that I can potentially help you, as if you are not great at swimming, I can alter myself slightly.
Would it not be best for us to observe this thing a little bit more to try and figure out how it's doing this to the water? 'Cause-
It's casting magic, and its hands in the water.
fair enough. I missed that part, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I want to grow girls though. Not for that one.
I can make his water walk.
That might be best.
Okay, I can. I'll use another 3 charges on my staff and cast water walk.
Everybody
And
gains
as
the
I'll-
ability to walk on water.
Up to 10 willing creatures that I see within range.
Hey.
And there's not a
Okay.
lot of cover on the other side of the bank. Do you guys wish to try and transverse the water just now to the other side and try and get into cover, or?
I'm going to say move as far along the bank as we can before we make it onto the water. Because once you're on the water, there's going to be zero cover at all. It'll be a flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shall we? Let's get this party on the roll.
Probably best so we'd walk across the water, that way Van Zandt doesn't rust as well.
I've already cast the spell, and so we're going to be walking.
Actually-
across water.
Banzand.
Yes.
And who else is good at making a distraction?
I can.
Okay, so Farron and Van Zandt, yours walk over the water towards it. We'll walk along the bank and then flank it.
Okay, I'm gonna stand behind you, Van Zandt, so that way you're more likely to get hit than I am.
And how long does this water walking works for?
An hour.
An hour. Okay. Sufficient.
Yes, and I don't need to concentrate on it either.
Even
Just
better.
take your time. Take your time getting to the water, so you can dodge all of the mushrooms. You will be getting to the water first, so you just have to dodge them first. Me and Alvivir and Toto will try sneak through the woods, and then get our way across the bank. So we'll have to deal with the mushrooms when we're closer to the monster or the
Okay.
troll.
I get a collective
with this in
stealth
mind.
check.
Yep.
Me too? Sounds good.
Everyone, I presume you're all trying to sneak into position.
So 19 for me, and
Oh boy.
and for Toto that is a 11. No wait, sorry,
That's a fair.
16.
It's a 32 for Mantra.
A 10 for Van Zandt.
13 from me. No, sorry.
Well, I had to put Van Zandt and Farron on the water so that they can distract it slightly, and then the
Yeah.
stealth from us three was be the stealth that would be using really. Because the plan of that was so that they didn't need to be stealthy.
Yeah. Mine was actually a 15, sorry, because I forgot to add the +2 from my modifiers.
No, wait, I have advantage. I can roll again.
Didn't you have disadvantage from your armor, so wouldn't that counteract and just make it a
He's
straight
not
roll?
cleaned his armor. So his armor is still completely mudded from
Yes.
before he arrived in Call Off, so he technically doesn't have his disadvantage because he also has his boots.
Okay, so
So,
then roll again.
When's it going to start rusting without being cleaned?
It's magical armor.
come. An 11.
11. Perfect. A whole
Better than
10% increase to your stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you all try quietly to move into position, as far as you can see, he doesn't spot any of you, including you, Van Zandt. He seems to be hopefully focused right now with what he's doing inside the water.
Cool. Well,
What do you want to do?
Well, the plan was me and Van Zandt go and try and cause a distraction while they sneak, so
Okay, so
Van
how,
Zandt, shall we?
Yeah, so basically you were to wait like a few seconds first to let us get to position, then off we go.
Go. Then we will wait.
Well, I'm guessing it's all going to happen at once since we're not in initiative order anyway, so...
what do you two do, Van Zandt and Farron?
I'm
We're
just in the water, waiting.
waiting for them to do what they need to do first.
We'll give a signal when...
Okay.
So the two stealthy fuckers do what you're meant to do.
Yeah, we sneak
Taking
across towards the
Step.
bank where the opening towards, this rock troll is. And then once we have crossed the mushrooms and got onto the water, just behind the drone out of sight, I'm going to cast message on Farron, saying, "We're in position. Are you ready?"
How close do you want to
Going
get to
ready.
the troll himself?
So I'm thinking, you said it's about 20 yards across.
3 yards across the
Either
water,
side
but
of-
he's not at the bank, he's at the lake.
Alright.
So from the original position,
Um,
he was about 90 feet away. If you're trying to flank him and get closer, you can get to 45 feet away from him on his west flank. That's as close as you can get before losing cover of any trees.
90, did you say?
45. 90 was your original
20.
pace, and you move for 45 yards to his left from you're 90 south, you're now 45 west.
Okay, so I want to go northwest a little bit, or more to try and get to his northwest. So we're no longer in cover of the trees, but hopefully we're behind him and being quiet so that he doesn't notice us. And then I'm going to cast message and try and be about 40 feet away before I cast message and say we're about 40 feet away. At the other side.
That's fine. And what do you say?
A message to Farron just saying to go when ready.
Van Zandt, have at it.
What do you do?
I'll walk towards whatever is in the water, swinging my sword, and yelling, "Hello!"
That's fine. So as you walk along the water edge towards him, he turns to you, and you see this quite large troll just put his hand out of the water. You see this dark necrotic energy recoil from the water to his hands. He looks at you, and he turns his head and goes, and he roll initiatives.
I would have been falling semi-close to Van Zandt as well, FYI.
That's this one.
Can I get this during combat?
24.
27.
11.
Unnatural 20.
In total?
Sorry, I'm just trying to find his
What's his dex score?
main modifier.
Whatever his dex modifier is.
Yeah, unnatural 20.
20. Who's got the higher dex?
I can almost guarantee him.
Okay.
I have +2.
Your sidekick will go first in that order. And for this guy, he will be going last.
Mhm.
Do we get a surprise round for the ambush then?
No such thing as a surprise round.
It is, but it's up to DM's discretion.
Well, these guys just snuck up and yelled at him, so he's a little bit surprised-ish. But it's not that you've came up to him and just went, stab! So,
Yet.
not entirely, because you've made him aware that you're nearby.
Ah, pish posh.
So I'll put this particular encounter music on, because this will warrant it.
Okay.
Okay, so
So just before you say shit, Lima, tonight's encounter is brought to you by Dungeon Alchemist, a wonderful map creation tool which helps create a variety of environments, locations, and is very easy to use. Check them out on the Steam Workshop by searching Dungeon Alchemist.
okay, perfect. Right. So here we go. First off in the initiative order is Mantra with Anzand on deck.
Okay, I'm guessing I probably should be loading.
You do have
whatever
sneak
it's
attack.
called again. So Mantra, as soon as she saw that it noticed Van Zandt and started getting pissed off, she's going to run up to it. Do I have advantage, or do I just have a normal attack?
You have an all attack, but you do
said that
have.
has
Well,
sneak
you know what? Yes, you're going to have advantage because it doesn't notice you behind you. He's not aware of you.
Okay. So for my first attack, why is it not charged yet? I've not used enough sneak attacks with this weapon. I'm going to attack it from behind. And does a 28 hits?
It does. Roll your damage.
Okay, I'm going to add sneak attack, and I'm also going to use a defensive flourish. So defensive flourish gets this dice, and my sneak attack gets these 5. Okay. I'll reroll that 1. Literal 1. And calculator, because my mental maths is absolutely terrible. So 7 plus 6 plus 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3. 38 piercing damage.
38, perfect. It just turns and looks at you, Mantra. But to your surprise, you are not succumbed with that necrotic damage that you remember having when within 5 feet of a troll. A rock troll, rather. It's rancid degeneration. Nor do you smell the scent of it. Anything else you're doing?
I'm going to attack it with my weapon, my short sword of certain death as well. I'm guessing I don't have advantage for this one because I've just hit it. So does 15 hits?
It does not. Cut it in, it hits you, and it kind of swirls around as you go to try to cut him again, completely miss. But you also notice it's creating something in its hand.
Oh, fun. Well, I moved 40 feet this turn, and I am not ready to use feline agility yet, so I'm going to stay here and end my turn.
Okay, perfect. So he's going to do a legendary action, and he is going to use Psychic Orb. He's going to target Van Zandt.
How dare you?
Is that a spell?
No, it's an attack. That is a 24 to hit.
No, it misses.
And looks behind at you, Mantra.
Spooky.
So, that is your Van Zandt turn with total on deck.
I am, as a bonus action, I am going to use Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move towards him. Doink. So now I'm flanking with Mantra.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack him just because he smells a bit funny. Aw, that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 2d8 plus 4. That's 25 damage.
Okay.
And now my second attack. That's a nat 1.
He kind of powers your way again.
And that's me.
Okay. His legendary action. All of a sudden,
Boo.
for some reason it was a bit short, but there we go. So he uses teleportation maw, teleports to this location and uses a lashing Well, for some reason, his arm extends way further than it should, and then goes and hits you, Farron.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
No.
Perfect.
Maybe something didn't hit me.
So, that's his turn.
We can, and
So, Total, you're up with Farron on deck.
Toto's only going to be able to effectively dash and grill because he's out of fucking range to get to him in the one movement.
You can sprint.
Yep.
You can actually. You can dash with your action and then use action search.
I suppose. Right, off we go. Charge. And bite.
Action search bite. Okay.
Did not mean to roll the two of them there, but that was a 19 and a 20, so they both count as a crit. So
Nice.
just bring up the rules for a crit with this. Yeah,
just
so
Double roll.
Double the dice, but not the modifiers.
Okay, so that is 20 damage.
Okay.
And can I ask that Total specifically bites the hand that's trying to make something?
He's not good doing
Or-
that anymore. But
Okay, well,
that's fine.
well
He
the
bites
hand
onto
that
it.
did the making.
That's fine. He bites onto it and goes and just shakes him off.
And that's Total.
Okay. Farron, you're up. Alpha on deck.
Okay. I don't like how close this guy is to me. So 2 sorcery points. No, wait. Bonus action, Misty Step.
Where you want to go to?
There. Very good. Thank you.
You love it.
So that's that used. Yeah, that's my free casting of Misty Step. And action. Motherfucking. Yeah. Eldritch Blast to the fucker.
Go for it.
So it's 3 attacks. So first one. That is plus 12 to hit, so that is 21 to hit.
Hits.
Second one to hit is even higher, because that was a 13 on the dice with plus 12. And third one is even higher again with a 17 on the die. So 3 hits, so that's 3d10. Let's use that. Screw it. These 3. Okay, so 7, 10, 19 force damage.
19.
Yep.
Okay. So as you fire off your 3 beams, he doesn't flinch from it. But then he chuckles and goes, Eldritch. And continues walking towards you. With the scorches of the Eldritch Blast itself damaging the skin.
I'm just going to try saying in deep speech, just in case, because I don't know if this thing can speak that or not. Go fuck yourself.
No, you.
Okay, he understands that then. I was not wanting that. Cool, that's my turn.
Okay, Alpha, what are you up to? Sneak
I'm
attack is
going-
available.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and have a paw pass it with the bow. And I know that I can't use it on this turn yet, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on it as well. Since, actually, let me double check the rules. Nope, that'll take effect straight away. So, yep, one cast of Hunter's Mark. And one pop with a bow. Does a 24 hit?
Hits.
Excellent. 8 and 6.
So you're concentrating Hunter's Mark, yeah?
Yep, and that is 15 damage.
Okay.
And, oh wait, sorry, I forgot to add on my modifier for sneak attack.
So 2d6.
And that didn't really improve anything that much, that was a 17 now.
Wait, so how much did you get on the sneak attack?
Sneak attack, well, it's telling me on my character sheet that it's 3d6, not 2. And I managed
sorry.
to roll a triple 1.
Triple 1, so number 3. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else?
No, that'll do me for the now, like...
Okay. You sure? You do have your second attack, remember?
Alright, I thought because I cast Hunter's Mark I couldn't use my second attack.
No, that's your bonus action.
Yeah, okay then. Go ahead and take another pop with a bow. That is a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Excellent. And that is 19 damage.
Okay. So
No,
two shots,
go ahead and
skewer him in the back. To that point, it is now his turn, and he is going to lob 3 psychic orbs directly towards you, Alvor. The first
So
one
I didn't
is
have...
a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that deals. Should I read this correctly? There we go. That's 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
The second one is a 16.
Doesn't hit.
And a 16.
Doesn't
No,
hit.
sorry. That's an 18.
Yep, that hits.
And that was a further 16 points of psychic damage.
Silvery Barb's that last one. Reroll, whoever's next gets advantage.
So that it would be higher at 21 on the reroll.
Okay, so then yeah, it would still have.
16 points of psychic damage. And he regains all 3 of his actions. So Mantra, you're up with Fanzan on deck.
Mantra's got advantage on the first one.
Okay. So, see when I got to Farron, did it teleport then?
It teleported.
Since I didn't have Foundry open. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have Foundry open at the time, so I thought I'd ask. Okay. I'm going to go up to it. And I'm going to have another wee attack.
Remember advantage on your first one.
Yep. So does this one, if I add a sneak attack, will make it a fairly charged weapon, so I will be doing that. But that's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I'm going to do the same again and have a defensive flourish with sneak attack and normal weapon attack. That's 7d6 plus 7. I will be re-rolling that one. Cool. And then back to the calculator I go. This one I don't think is as good. Yeah, 35 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'll take the short sword of certain death again. And that is a slightly better roll this time, with a 23 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, so that's 13 piercing damage, and it cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
No, perfect.
And before I finish my turn, I'm going to take a few steps back, but out towards Varen. About
Okay.
there.
There you.
Yep.
Legendary
I'm
action,
done here.
it locks its gaze on you as you're running. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
My wisdom. You're muted. But that's an 11.
11. That is a fail. Right.
What I said was it's because it's funny, because to get us to roll our worst stats is funny.
Well, no, he just attacked him. So now he's running away. So he's like, "How dare you?" Oh, he's going to use psychic lash.
The dice alone.
So that's 38 points of psychic damage.
38.
Yep. And you're stunned.
And it's not an attack. Is it?
Nope, it's a saving throw. It's a legendary action. But you're also stunned.
But it's still a spell, isn't it?
Nope.
It's a legendary thingy.
It's an action like your feline agility is an action. Like your main-handed weapon.
It's a feature.
Yeah, it's a feature. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, because if it was an attack, I was going to half your damage. But, okay.
Believe it or not, you just
much
got
damage did
below
you
the
take?
average damage there.
So how much damage was that? 30 what, sorry?
38.
38.
38. Owie.
Actually, that's actually just a tiny bit over the average. But yes, you're also stunned.
And I can't even
So all of a
shield
sudden
that
she
because
walks
it's
off, she
magic
runs
shield.
off, and all of a sudden, and she's like in the middle of the water, kind of like vibrationally stunned, and their eyes are almost rolling back in their head. So, Vanzand, you're up. Total on deck.
I am going to position myself here. Whee! I'm going to put the Hunter's Mark on the Rot Troll as a bonus action.
Hunter's Mark A, Hunter Marks V.
Yeah, weapon attack. Up. And then I'm going to attack him for the first time with my sword. That's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
That's 31 damage. And then my second attack. That's an 18 to hit.
That misses.
Oh.
So that's your full movement and action and bonus action. So, anything else? Perfect. Toto's up. What's he up to?
Okay, so Toto is still close to the target, so chomp and chomp,
Go for it.
since I can do 2 attacks with him. Okay, so that is a 27 to hit for the first attack.
That hits.
Excellent. And that is 16 damage.
Okay.
And second attack, that is a bit lower than the last one. That is a 19 to hit.
And that hits.
Okay, excellent. For fuck's sake, what is with these rolls today? That is 12 piercing damage, and would you mind rolling a DC strength saving throw, please?
So that is a 7.
That is a fail. He is now knocked prone.
He's going to use his legendary resistance. Now he's starting to get more close to the eye at this point.
That's great.
Okay.
Alright then. Yep, that's us.
Baron, you're up. Alvor on deck.
Okay. Because I've been able to get a bit further away from him, I'm gonna first of all bonus action, hex the cock.
Okay. What are you hexing?
Let's go. So he seems to be some sort of like a kind of spellcaster. So I'm thinking. Fuck it. Intelligence.
Okay.
And then move back by 30 feet. So, how is that? I move and do the roll at the same time again?
Control. Click control and then spacebar, I guess.
If you're doing a roll on a player mode, you can just hit space.
So select yourself,
can you-
then
Yeah.
hold control, and then draw.
There we go. Thank you. Nope. That. Okay. That hold. Move me there.
No. Hover over, select Farron,
I have
hold
already.
control,
That's what
left
I've done.
click, drag, and spacebar.
For fuck's sake.
Use the ruler.
You just use your normal movement. Are you selecting the two top options, top left and top right option? So
yeah, the
token
two
controls and then select tokens.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Spacebar. There you go.
There we go. Every time I was trying to do that, when I went to go click a spacebar, I fucking let go of my click.
Okay.
So I'm still within plenty of fucking range to Eldritch Blast the cock.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's use this die for a change. That one's not been used in a while. Okay. So 23 to hit for the first one, which I know hits.
Yes.
30, so that hits. And 14, 26 to hit.
Yep.
So that's 3 hits with Hex, so that's 3d6 on top as well. Okay. So 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 22 force damage.
Okay.
And that is me.
Was it force and necrotic damage? Because hex is necrotic.
Oh, sorry. Then
That's fine.
it was.
That's
It
right,
was
I got
two ones on that. 2 1s and a 3, so it was 5
Same
necrotic
result.
damage out of
Good
that.
things right now, same result, no matter what, so it's fine. So, anything else, Farron? There we go.
I didn't.
For some reason, I lost all of you guys, and I'm like, oh, right, that's definitely going to be me that's disconnected here, because... Did you
Yeah,
lose
'cause-
connection, Luna?
No.
She didn't. It was
Right.
just you. Because stream went tits up, so did Foundry there as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's fine. So yeah, Halvor, what are you up to?
I am going to go ahead and actually no, I didn't get the answer to my question a minute ago. Is sneak attack still in effect?
Yes, because you have people engaging him.
Excellent. In that case, I'm going to have a pop at the bow since what you call it, Hunter's Mark is still up.
Should
And
have
that's a
actually...
natural 20 for a 30.
No, I should have let him go prone because you two would have had disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Too late, you've done it already.
I know.
Exactly. Boo. Right. And I'm doubling the sneak attack dice as well, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. So that's 66, 2d8, and a +6 to the grand total.
Another
So-
2d6 from your hunter's mark.
Ah, yes, I nearly forgot about the Hunter's Mark as well.
Yep,
So that's
so
8d6 and 2d8, +6 when the grand total arrives.
you also
that
got
is-
your coat.
You're right, I do have my coat, so that is 40 damage so far. And if I check what my coat does, because I keep forgetting about the
Right.
coat,
So I'll take the 40
when I
just
hit a
now,
creature, so...
and then you tell me the rest on your coat when you get it.
Yep. So, let's see now. That is... Wait a minute, do I double the damage from the coat as well?
Yep, anything that says has the dice roll on it.
Right, okay, so that's 40 piercing damage, and... 17 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have another pop with the bow as my second attack. And that's a 13 to hit.
That misses.
That's fine, I did a good amount there, so I'm not gonna get pissy on that one.
That's absolutely fine.
Mm.
Okay, so it is this troll's turn, and he is going to turn to Van Zandt, and he is going to hit you 3 times with his lashing maw.
Sounds.
I
Natural
thought it'd
20?
go for me, considering you lashed at me.
Wait, what?
Nat 20.
Let me double check distances. Bang on within range. Silvery barbs.
Natural 2. So for 13.
Mantra has advantage on the next attack.
She's done.
Okay.
Oh,
15 to
no.
hit.
Incapacitated.
No, you're stunned. So that's 15 to hit.
Stun.
As
Nope.
part of it, I'm incapacitated. It says that in the
And
total.
that was a 23 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so that is his turn. And Mantra, you're up. Which you can't do anything. And now you... Mhm.
Lima. Streams sounds broke.
Trans broke again. It's
Thanks,
definitely working.
Arson. It's not coming through stream. The person that just followed messaged me on Discord saying it broke.
Oh
Mm,
dear.
Thanks,
Aye.
refresh the stream. Ask him if it's working now.
I'll just mute on my side.
Blah 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 blah.
Can
blah,
you
blah,
hear
blah,
me
blah,
now?
blah, 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 blah.
You see me now?
Can you hear my sweet voice?
You hear my voice?
No, it's not coming through.
Right, I'm gonna push the offness on this. Actually, let me.
Does that mean that we can do? Does that mean that we can technically do minor illusion after dark?
Well,
I'm gonna switch the devices off.
The following 5 minutes of content has not been approved by the BCCA. Please use viewer discretion.
Right. What about now?
Can you hear us now? Hello there.
Mm-hmm.
Any
Good
luck there?
evening.
No. Right. Just gonna